Welcome back to the channel. Put your emotions to the side and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. All right, now let's just jump right into this, man. All right, now I'm back again. We back again talking about these down south, right? Because ain't nobody else gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it because obviously it be heating up on social media. You know what I mean? And I want to say I don't care what nobody say. Like you got these people, a lot of FBAs that'll say, "Oh, if you bring up certain topics, then you suspect, you a tether or whatever." I don't care what you say. We FBA on all sides over here. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Everybody get held accountable over here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you want to get lied to, go listen to other people. All right. But when it comes to these people down south, man, they really be hating, man. It really come down to that they really just be hating. You know what I'm saying? And they be hating because, like I mentioned in the last video, man, typically, especially New Yorkers in general, right? New Yorkers and anywhere from up that way, and of course Maryland too, the DMV, right? Even though that's almost the South, I mean Virginia's definitely the South, but if when they go down there with that money, they move to more newer neighborhoods, I guess, upscale type, whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? They move into so-called multicultural neighborhoods. That's one thing I read. Um, and I don't know. I'm guessing because they ain't moving straight to the hood, you know, the brothers that I mean, and sisters that's in the hood, I guess they be hating. I don't get it. Like, I mean, if you got more disposable income, you're supposed to, you don't want to be in the hood, right? You know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. I mean, that occurs in the South as well. I don't even know why they acting like that don't happen. But my thing with the whole situation is we just gotta be honest about the conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? From what it seems like is happening in social media is that a lot of people from down south they just don't want to be honest about the situation. And from what I'm gathering, it seems like some of them hold some kind of contempt because back in the day, during the Great Migration, um, there was some Southerners that had came up north and maybe had, felt some kind of prejudice or whatnot, or maybe had been somewhat outcasted and whatnot. Like I said, that's way before my time. I don't understand why they would expect us to like apologize for all that type of stuff. We all still the same fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a little extra. You feel me? I don't even understand you holding on to that. Because that's not the mentality that we hold up here from what I know now. That's not how we are now. So I know what's going on now is that a lot of people from that been up north for a while, for a couple of generations or whatever, going back down south, and them Southerners be hating. That's what's really going on. So all this deflection onto what happened way before our time, and that boomer era, our grandparents and all, what they, the stuff they did. How you bringing that up and talking about, you know, well, this is why we don't like y'all. Like, come on, man, that's just so petty, man. It's petty, man. It's one thing I'm noticing about them dudes down there, man. It be real petty, man. For real, it be a lot of feminine vibes, man. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000, especially when you talk about Ratlanta. Oh man. And here's the thing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't gonna get too deep into Ratlanta, you know what I'm saying? That I know that's the thumbnail and everything, but to be honest, I don't got a whole lot of experience down there. I've been all over the world, man. And I don't want to say like I've been everywhere, but I've been a couple continents, you feel me? And I've been all over this country. I passed through Atlanta one time. It happened to be raining, you know what I mean? And I wasn't about to stop, but I did drive through that joint. You know what I mean? I wanted to see I wanted to see the east side, right? Because when it comes to Atlanta, hip hop and all that, I got some, I like them dudes, all that. So I'm a fan of Future or whatever. 21 Savage was cool. I don't know when I found out that other stuff, I don't know. You know what I mean? Amigos, you know what I'm saying? All them dudes. So, I drove through over there real fast. Of course, Gucci Mane, all that, Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, whatever. It happened to be raining, so I didn't really get the real vibes and whatnot. But I will say that it reminded me of like Voorhees, New Jersey, especially like that whole Boulder Crest strip, man, where Gucci Man was supposedly moving all that work. I'm like, man, I was seeing white folks with poodles walking down there, Real rap, man. Walk. I'm like, damn, this is Boulder Crest. But yeah, it is what it is. And the other joint, what is it? Is it Glenwood? I know it's a Glenwood down north. I'm probably mixing it up with, but it's Glen something that 21 Savage be talking about. I was on that joint too. Yeah, I mean, all around there, man. I'm like, man, this joint remind me of like Lindenwall, like Voorhees, Lindenwall, New Jersey. Shout out to Camden County, New Jersey. That's what it reminded me of, man. Yeah, I mean, that's cool and all that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't never spent too much time down there, man. I know I know my sister moved down there recently, so I'm gonna have to go visit her eventually. But yeah, I don't be down there, man. I hear too many different weird stories, and it's just like, man, I mean, shout out to Houston, Texas, man. I mean, I lived out Houston. I had good experience out Houston. I mean, brothers be solid out that way. Now coming from where I'm from, it's almost as if I look at it like almost like Texas. I know they consider themselves the South, and this is no disrespect to Texas, but like when I be down there, it don't like necessarily feel like the rest of the South. It got more like a Western vibe, like almost going west, especially when you mix in the Mexicans that be out there and all that. So it be feeling a little different, but they consider themselves the South, and I respect that. So, they be cool out that way. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Some other joints they be hating us up northern news, and I don't know if it's just concentrated to over here in the Northeast or what. Cause I'm seeing stuff online. They talking about it might just be us over here. Cause especially down when it come to Atlanta, like, cause they say low key, if you from Chicago, like they show love to Chicago and Detroit. You know what I mean? Like, of course, I guess because of BMF and all that and Big Meech and whatnot. But if you ain't coming from over there, if you coming from where I'm at, if you coming from Philly or New York or Jersey, Baltimore, you know what I mean? If you from over that way, then it's like, oh, you just New York, and we all basically New York. That's what I'm trying to get everybody from up here to understand. Because I'm seeing people in the comments like, well, why I ain't from New York, but why it's people that's not from New York? Why are you bringing it up? Why are you mentioning if you ain't from New York? It's like because if you don't understand, if you never really been down south, which a lot of the brothers up here, a lot probably haven't. If you ain't been down there, they lump us all together. You see what I'm saying? We all get lumped together, and they assume you from New York from the get go. And even when you talk to them, like I said before in a previous video, I said even when you pull them to the side, like, "Yo, what's the issue or whatever," and talk to them, they be like, "Oh, all right, I thought you was from New York. If you ain't from New York," and it's like, "Oh, no, no, you cool, bro. You know what I mean, my bad or whatever, like that, But it be fake, bro. It be fake. They still don't like you. You know what I mean? They still don't like you because they still think you from New York. And they hate New York because New Yorkers be the ones coming down with most money. Like I said, I'm from Philly, bro. They come down to Philly, but they do the same shit in Philly. Same shit they did do down there. They come down to Philly and do the same thing because it's way cheaper to live here than New York. So all that extra money they got, instead of living up there, now they could take it and go buy a big ass house. And I guess they neighbors be, I don't know, not black, or I don't know. It probably be black people in the neighborhood, of course, but because it ain't all black neighborhood, now these niggas hate on you. Like, I don't know, that shit weird to me, man. I don't know, man. Like I said, like I mentioned before, man, some of them southern dudes a little too feminine, man, especially coming out of Atlanta. Oh man, that's part of the reason why I ain't ever want to go down there for real, for real. I'm like, man, it got too many booty bandits and all this other weirdo stuff going on down there, man. And I'm cool on that, man. That ain't my twist. So, yeah, man, you forget it, man. And I ain't gonna bring up none of the other stuff because it ain't a slander, John. It's not a slander, John. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. I mean that thumbnail I put up, it's a little exaggerated, but it's a true concept. You know what I'm saying? You know. When a brother come from up north and you move out whatever little Midwest town or what I'm saying? Whatever little town you go to or little city, man, they be hating, man. I mean, and this is all around, man. It'd be the same way damn near in Pennsylvania, right? You got Philly nigga, you move out to little town out PA, man. Yeah, man, of course you're gonna get the people that's there. I mean, they're probably gonna be hating because you coming through rolling. You know what I'm saying? You coming through rolling. And they from a little hick town or whatever, East Bumble F, Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying? You know, F they cousin and all that. You don't even know that's so and so cousin that you just ran through. You know what I mean? It'd be that type of stuff going on. So, it happens when up north go down south. I mean, South do they thing when they come up here. Don't nobody be hating. That's my whole thing. They act like if you from down south, you come up north nowadays or whatever, it's an issue or something. Even if that was the case, you didn't experience it. You know what I'm saying? That was your folks. And I got folks that came and went back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, they tell me that niggas was hating down there back in the day. Back in the day, man. I got family members that was back and forth between Gates County, North Carolina, and Philly. You know what I'm saying? They say go down there and they was hating on them for being up north, even though they was half time damn near down south. Come on now. I mean, it's been going on, and we want to get over it. That's what's really going to bring us together. Once we get rid of all that type of little dumb stuff, and I understand that New Yorkers and even people from Philly and these different cities up here, when they go down there, they be voting Democrat or whatever. But my thing is that a lot of them counties they be voting Democrat anyway. Where's black folks at anyway? So I don't even understand why the argument is that brothers and sisters from up here shift to politics. I guess it happens on the state level, and I can understand maybe the white tea or whatever being mad, but what's up with y'all, man? Yeah, I'm seeing too many of these people on TikTok when they get on there talking about, oh yeah, don't bring this and that to the South. Oh, I'm from the South. This is what we do in the South. Don't bring this and that. You know what I mean, don't do this. You keep that up there. They be talking all this other weirdo stuff on TikTok. I see it all the time. It be women and men coming from wherever they be from in the South. Yeah, if you coming from New York or you coming from up north, you bring don't do it. Like that's like all right, bro. Like you know what I'm saying whatever. And I be seeing them on there talking about a couple of them be like, yeah, y'all don't know me, us and the white folks down here, we get along way better than y'all get along with white folks. It's like, what? Man, what is this coonery these niggas be talking? You know what I'm saying? That's what they be talking down there sometimes. And yeah, I mean, I guess we ain't supposed to say nothing about that. I'm like, well, we don't even talk like that up here. I had somebody tell me in the comment section that us that people from this region of the country, right? We'll say the Northeast, right? Right? He said that we don't, us black FBAs, all right? I'm gonna give you the context, right? He's talking about FBAs. He ain't talking about the tethers. We ain't talking about tethers right now. We talking about FBA, man. He gonna say that us FBAs or whatever from this region up here in the Northeast, wherever you from up here. He said we don't see ourselves as black Americans. We see ourselves as Northeasterners. I said, damn, I never even heard of Northeasterner, bro. Damn, how you gonna project that onto me? He from somewhere in the South. He said he from the South or whatever. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Never heard of this before, but this is the narrative that these people stir up, man. And they be real feminine with it, bro. They like a lot of them dudes is real feminist minded. Man, it'd be a shame, bro, because they really be mad, what I mean, that the sisters or whatever down there, they be liking dudes from out of town and up north. I mean, that's all over the country though, man. Like, when you travel, one thing you notice about a lot of women though, they tend to like the dude from out of town because he don't know her background. You know what I'm saying? And he's somewhat mysterious. And that's an attractive thing. You know what I mean? Especially when you coming with different accents, blah, 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 all that other type of stuff. So that's how it happens. But them dudes be hating, man. Never forget. And I know this didn't happen in the South per se, but this was out in the Midwest in Belly or whatever out there in Omaha. When them niggas, they was New York niggas, you know what I'm saying? Queens, if I'm not mistaken, right? They went out there and set up shop in Omaha, and the dudes was outside the barber shop, like, man, I don't like that. Ish. I don't like that. Ish. I'm gonna drop the dime on them. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, that's how they be moving down there, man. They like I told y'all before, they did that to my old head down there, you know what I mean, in Georgia. Down there in Camden County, Georgia. They did something just like that to him. And yeah, man. And they be gatekeeping down there. I experienced it myself, man. Like I said, Texas was cool. You know what I'm saying? Texas be, you know what I mean? Texas was solid. But Georgia, mm-mm, nah. Georgia? I don't know, man. Y'all be acting funny over there sometimes, man. And It's too many counties in Georgia for me, man. Like, my mind is on some other stuff, somewhat institutionalized, just somewhat, right? And I look at things like that. These too many different jurisdictions. You know what I'm saying? Too many places you gotta be extra careful because we might not be around there. Forsyth County type stuff, and it's too many counties and too many jails and too many courthouses, and the county got 5,000 people in it, but they make sure they got, a county jail and a courthouse. And, you drive through it real quick. You got to be careful because then in the next 10 minutes, you in another county. I don't really like that. I thought Pennsylvania had too many counties, but man, I think the stat says that Georgia has the second most counties out of any state in the country, which is crazy to me. I mean, it's a big state, but it ain't that big. Um, Come on now. I mean, of course, Texas has the most counties, but that makes sense. I mean, Georgia's coming up next. Wow. But yeah. So nah, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. And I'm kind of looking at Florida sideways too, man, because I was supposed to have some stuff set up down in Jacksonville, and that fell through on some funny style activity with some brothers, man, who I was, who appeared to be, Black American FBAs and stuff. They ain't come off as no, Caribbeans and whatnot. I don't know. Niggas was funny style. Man, it's that funny style stuff. So we're going to have to keep it a buck, man. All right. So I'm gonna keep pushing this narrative, man, because I want to get to the bottom of it. Like, I don't know. They want an apology. They want us. And we all first off, we all FBA. I'm talking about the FBAs, man. We all FBA. You want us from up north, the descendants of the ones who came from south too, right? And went up north, or was up here for a while. You got yeah, Freedmen up here for a while, whatever. You want us to apologize for some things that maybe some of your ancestors and our ancestors as well, right? Of course, we're all the same that we went through when they came up north back in the second Great Migration or the Great. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, man. Uh, you want me to say sorry, man? I'm sorry, man. This is crazy, man. We supposed to be together and talking about, niggas talk about the tethers all day, but low key niggas still got a little issue with, oh, well, yeah, yeah, we FBA, but these niggas from New York, or they ain't even from New York though. He's from Philly. Well, fuck them Philly niggas too, like, you know what I'm saying? Till a Philly nigga check you. You know what I'm saying? Then when a Philly nigga check you, then it's, oh no, Philly cool. You know what I mean? My bad, bro. You know what I mean? I just had experiences with New Yorkers and shit. Yeah, whatever, bro. After that, I'm still looking at you sideways, cause bro, I already know you still view me as that or whatever. So I ain't on that. I got, man. Listen, I got a live stream coming up today, man. Well, not today, but probably maybe today. But I was supposed to do it the other day, man, about embracing being a bad guy. I ain't about to get into that today or on this video, I'll say. But yeah, man, I ain't on that. I ain't about to go out my way to prove I'm no different than nothing. If you got an issue with, what I mean, with me because of my accent or whatever, F you. I don't care what your lineage is or your nationality. If you hate me because I got a accent or whatever, and it ain't a Southern accent, it's you think it's New York, but it ain't. I ain't from New York. You know what I mean? Whatever. I don't care what you think. I ain't going out my way to tell you nothing no more. I ain't going. Oh no, I ain't from there. We only got that discussion, bro. Keep it pushing. All right. I had to tell a couple of them booze down there when I was down there. I had to tell them. I'm like, man. I started keeping it a buck. I'm like, dog, y'all, you met a nigga like me, man. I ain't from New York. That's why, yeah, that's why I'm coming at you different. Cause you still got the hostility toward me. Cause maybe I come off like I'm from up there. You don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? I done had them dudes tell me they look at it all the same anyway. It's all the same anyway. I'm like, okay, okay. I mean, they can't even fathom that, we all kind of do our own thing up here. Just I mean, like I would think they would do their own thing down there too, different states. But we don't look at it. The dude said we northeasterners. Like we don't even look at ourselves as Black American. I got Black American Brotherhood in my title and everything. He gonna tell me we don't look at ourselves as Black American. I said, all right, bro. All right, bro. You got it, man. I don't know where these Southern dudes get this stuff from, man. I told them they got an inferiority complex. Of course, what I mean, that hit hard. They don't like hearing that, but it's the truth, man. And there ain't nothing that we gotta address. It's something you guys. fix amongst yourselves. You gotta address that amongst yourselves, man. But don't stop projecting that on us, man. You want to go talk about something our great grandparents might have went through. Like first off, these could have been the same people that are our grandparents now. And I said, all the people that I know that came up from the South, they ended up staying here and they thrived here and they love it. So I don't know all this. Oh, they was prejudiced, they was discriminated against. Man, come on, man. And they try to make it seem like it was the black people that did it. I mean, even if that did happen sometimes, bro, come on, man. I'm supposed to apologize for that. That's that regional stuff that they claim they not on, but that's definitely what the South been on for decades now. That's why they talk all that South unified. They've been talking that stuff forever. And now it's, oh well, we ain't supposed to say nothing. You know what I mean? Y'all keep dissing whatever up north. Keep dissing up north. I don't understand where it's coming from. And it's getting old, man. That's why I say I want to put it to bed, man. But I don't know if they ever want to get rid of it. Like them Southern boys, spiteful over your own people. Like I said, they got more animosity for up north black Americans than they do for the immigrants and the so called tethers. They be having more animosity from you being from up north. They think you from New York. They got an issue with New York. If you don't sound like you from down south, then there's a problem. They want to gatekeep and act funny style. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. And then want to project that back on us, talking about, oh, well, when we go down there, we don't move straight to the hood. We move to like a nicer neighborhood and it don't be a bunch of FBA over there. Like, dog, coming down with more disposable income, especially from New York. I mean, maybe not from Philly, like where I'm from, you know what I mean, as much, but from New York, man. Come on, man. You expect them to just move to the hood? Then you won't be mad that they flossing all day in the hood. You know what I mean? Then it's- 'Cause that's just how New Yorkers be, bro. Like I'm saying, they like I said, they do the same thing. They come to Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can kind of understand sometimes when you know some of the people from PA and Pennsylvania or wherever else they be like, oh well, that's all New York because they don't, not everybody really rock with New York, but at the end of the day, New York rock with Philly. You know what I'm saying? I get not everybody gonna rock with New York because New York got its issues. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to New York. Look, I've had wins in New York and I've had losses. You know what I'm saying? I have taken L's in New York and I had W's. So I don't really got no hatred for New York. New York solid with me. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not too many of us left up there. I know there's a few neighborhoods where we kind of heavy at. You know what I mean? So definitely, you know what I mean? So, and I ain't never had no animosity when I go to New York because I've been to New York 100 times, 100,000 times. I don't know how many times. I ain't never had no animosity, no hatred because I came from Philly. Yeah, have things went left or, you know what I mean, not always went well and, was every mission good? Nah, but that was never the issue. You know what I'm saying? That was never the issue. You go down south, it's like, man, you gotta be careful, you gotta watch out for them. And this is something that old heads been telling me. I had OGs in the 60s. Boomers was telling me this before I went to Georgia. They like, man, be careful down there, man. Them dudes don't like us. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, man? I already been to Texas, man. Texas solid. Yeah. That's Texas, man. We talking about Carolina, we talking about Georgia, Florida, all that. Man, watch out for 'em. And it's the facts. It's facts. And it's not to say everybody like that. It's not to say everybody like that. Of course not. But a good majority, yeah. And that shit corny. I'm calling it out. It's corny. And y'all need to get off that. That's how we really gonna move forward and really at least when it comes to the brothers build this brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, we trying to do over here, you know what I mean? All that hating stuff because whatever the chick might like a dude because he got a different accent and he might come through flossing or whatever. Man, bro, I mean, like I said, man, like I said in the previous couple of live streams, man, stop putting these women on a pedestal, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop putting the women on a pedestal, man. Too many of y'all be on that down south, man. Real feminine, soft, and stuff like that, man. And that'd be a big issue, man. That's a big issue, man. You know what I mean? And of course, it's not to say everybody from up north ain't on that. You got some soft, feminine ass niggas from up here too. But it's real heavy down there in the South, especially in Rat Atlanta. And yeah, I'm gonna say Rat Atlanta because man, y'all done made being rats cool. Y'all long time ago, y'all tried to make the whole rainbow stuff cool, man. And I never agree with none of it, man. That's part of the reason I don't go down there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Nothing against them and whatnot, man. But come on now, that been going on. That's why I make sure to put the Philly hat on them instead of the New York hat on the thumbnail. Like, cause they do it to all of us too, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't like us. And I gotta make sure the brothers in Philly know. I mean, and if you ain't from if you from Maryland, whatever, man, understand, man. When they talk about New York, they be talking about y'all too. They like DC a low key though. I think they be de eating off DC. I don't know. A lot of them niggas down there, they act like, oh yeah, they like DC. They want to visit DC, go up there, but they'll never go to Philly, New York, Baltimore. Like hell no. You know what I'm saying? But DC, they might do that. You know what I mean? That's what I peep. Oh man, them South niggas, man, down there in Savannah. Oh man, they did not like niggas up down there in Savannah, man. But yeah, man. Once again, man, we're gonna have to keep talking about this. Like I said, people ain't. I don't know what it is. Like I get the watch hours and stuff. I don't get a whole lot of views. My platform's small. Um, like I said, I've been on almost a year now, man. So if you listen, man, if you ain't a subscriber, man, hit the subscription button, man. I almost got 1,000 subscribers, and we like at the year mark. I'm cool with that, you know what I mean? Because I don't get on too often, but it is what it is, man. If you like what you're hearing, man, like let's have a dialogue in the comment section if you're feeling that, and yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at you on the next one, man. Y'all be safe out here, bro.